Cheers to 2019. It's the final day of work. This is very needed. 2019, what a year. I'm not usually a fan of the whole end the year and share your highlights reel with people thing that seems to happen at this time of year. However, it feels wrong to let 2019 pass by without creating something which I guess acknowledges and creates a snapshot of what a full-on, unexpected, and I'm gonna be honest, flipping great year it's been. I'm gonna need my iPad for this because it's the final day of work for the year, so my brain is a little bit foggy, but let's kick it off with 2019 in numbers. Now for the podcast, it's been a pretty great year. I've released 44 episodes, which have been listened to in 28 countries. I've reached the top 50 business charts on iTunes, and I've been listened to 23,285 times. And counting. I have coached 46 clients this year and spent an average of 328 hours on Skype. I've also hosted 13 workshops, spoken at 6 events, and featured on 7 podcasts. But honestly, the numbers are the boring stuff because it's been a pretty exciting year in every other way. In 2019, I brought on my first team member, Emily. I hosted the first Gather and Grow retreat in May. I offered free coaching to 7 amazing business owners through an International Women's Day giveaway. I rebranded and relaunched my website. I revamped the podcast. I gave bone marrow, and I launched and sold out the first ever group coaching program, the 6-week thing. 2019 was also a year of firsts. I did my first public speaking, I created my first video content, I did my first ever flight for work, which was to Northern Ireland, so I don't know if that makes me international, but I'm just gonna say it does, because I'm not great at geography. I was fully booked with clients for the first time, I had my first 10K month, which, spoiler alert, was not as glamorous as I thought it would be, was just quite stressful. And let us not forget, in 2019, I had my first nosebleed. I don't think that is a highlight from this year that you will ever let me forget, and I will never forget myself. So let us just take a moment of silence for the content that was Nosebleed Gate 2019. But on a less gross level, 2019 has been a big year. Of course, those things are just the highlights and just the things that have looked great. But I can tell you behind the scenes, 2019 has been the most challenging year to date within my business. I've really struggled this year to look after myself in terms of my mental and my physical health. I've got way too close to burnout for my liking, and that's definitely something I'm going to need to work on next year. This year, I've also really struggled with how to level up the business and get more out of my work when actually I don't have any more time and I'm actually becoming a bottleneck in what I do. And I've also really struggled this year to just feel proud of what I've done. Even having read out all of those amazing achievements that 2019 has held, it doesn't really sink in that that's my doing because my brain is always wanting the next thing and always knowing, even within those achievements, what didn't go well or what could have gone better. But if 2019 has taught me anything, it's that it's true what they say. When you work hard, when you love what you're building, and when you just keep showing up, things do shift. It is no mystery to any of you that this business was not built overnight. I am stepping into the 4th year of this business, and years 1, 2, and 3, let me tell you, have not looked like this. I spent the majority of 2018, and I'll be honest, the start of 2019 as well, just putting in the work, showing up consistently, trying to ignore the fact that none of the numbers were really lining up with how I felt like things were going, and just trusting that something was gonna shift. And 2019 has definitely felt like the year where everything has begun to click into place and actually shift in the direction I want it to and look like the business that I've kind of always dreamed of. On a personal level, I started this year feeling incredibly unhappy within myself. I'd just gone through a breakup. I felt like my whole world was just completely out of sorts. And in honesty, as dramatic as it sounds saying it now, I just kind of felt like giving up and didn't really think that what I wanted to build was possible. But to sit here now and reflect on the business that I have and try to ignore all the things that I don't have, I feel incredibly grateful for how this business has shifted over this year because it just makes me think, flip, if this much growth and transformation is possible in 2019, what the heck is 2020 gonna hold? One of the most joyful things that this year has held is people. I never quite realized that starting a business would be such a group thing, even though it's my business and it's my brand and it's me. Not only from bringing Emily on board and having someone else there to feel like I'm building this with, but from working with more clients and to making some incredible business friends. I feel so grateful, not only for the people that this business has allowed me to meet and to spend time with, but also for the ways that people have so generously supported me and this business and really played a fundamental role in getting it to where it is now. The business might be my name and my face, but there is no way that 2019 would have gone the way that it has gone without the incredible people that this business has been in touch with. So whether you've been a client, a podcast guest, a follower, or a listener, I cannot tell you how much it means to know that you're choosing to play even a tiny role in my little corner of the internet and the world. Now on to 2020, because flippin' Nora, if 2019 is anything to go by, I cannot wait and I'm slightly terrified by what the next year is going to hold. When I think about 2020, all I feel is incredibly excited at the prospect of pushing this business to its limits. This business has already surprised me so much in the impact that it's been able to have and by the challenges that it's been able to overcome. So I am more than ready to see what I can push it to in 2020. I feel like this year has been really big in terms of deepening my impact and establishing myself within the industry. I also feel like 2019 has been really big from an internal perspective in terms of systems and processes and really building the foundations of the business in the right way. And I guess 2020 is just about expanding on that. So whilst I have absolutely no clue what my business is going to look like at the end of next year, I know that I want my business to feel more creative, to feel more established, and to feel more intuitive. Those are my 3 intentions, but like I said, watch this space because I have no idea what is in store and I, for one, cannot wait for that. So I guess this is it for this video. 2019 wrapped, 2019 at a glance. It's been a big year. It's been a tough year. It's been a year of a lot of learning curves, a lot of pushing through, a lot of believing that this was possible even when it never seemed that way. But I'm so grateful that the me of 2019 pushed through all of that because the gratitude that I'm ending this year with for the business that I have, the impact that it has, the people that it allows me to connect with is just so worth it. So there we go. 2019, what a year. Thanks for joining me on it. Here's to the next one. Who knows where we're going to go? But I'm ready to do it once I've had a break. 20 freaking 20. See you in a few weeks.